like to say thank you very much for coming. It's amazing that you're here to support this incredible project. This has become so close to my heart, I can't tell you. I mean, I've actually been working on this for 4 years now. I first found out about it in 2011. Didn't know the budget or what was required, but I was so keen to be involved. I've worked with horses or ridden horses all my life. A lot of my work's equestrian. And when I found out there might be a possibility of a war horse commission, I just thought I would love to do this. So I went to the local museum, and the ladies there gave me lots of resource material, and that was how I started. And among this was some incredible paintings and drawings by Lionel Edwards, and he was, probably as you will know, he was a captain 100 years ago at the Remount Depot, and his paintings and drawings were amazing. And there was one that captured my imagination. It was a close-up called Pals, and it was a trooper and the horse, just their heads, and it was just a very natural, companionable affection between them. And actually that led to this very first sketch I did in July, I think, of 2011, and it just showed, you can just see the harmony between them. And this is something that I would, well actually, although I did lots of other designs, I came back to that. So when I actually got given the job in March 2013, I developed the maquette from this sketch, and I wanted to show that bond between man and horse, because I felt that was something I wanted to do. And funnily enough, when I started working on the sculpture, because quite often what you do when you sort of the process of drawing and planning out pieces, they adapt, they change as you work on them. And I didn't want to have the horse's head encumbered by the hands touching his nose. Even though that's nice in the drawing, I felt in the sculpture it would actually be really nice if the horse bent his head towards the trooper. You know, they're close. I wanted to show that body language, the mirroring each other, and they're both resting their legs as circles and ovals. The guy is proffering his hand to the horse. I wanted it to look very natural and quite subtle. And then I decided to show his arm was broken, because it's a war piece, and I thought the broken arm would be symbolic of the horrors of war they'd faced together. So I made this piece, and I made that in the summer of 2013. It was approved with a committee, and this is the lovely thing about this project. It's all the people I've got to meet along the way, the committee members who've become my friends. It's also captured local people's, and hopefully now further afield, imagination, and this couldn't have happened without a lot of people giving of their time, volunteering their priceless time, being involved in fundraisers, people donating funds to make this happen. It wasn't until the beginning of 2014 we knew we had enough money for me to be able to start the life-size piece, and that took me from, well, the armature itself took several weeks. It's got to cope with a ton of clay, but I made the clay work took me between March and July. Can't tell you what it's like to work at life size. I absolutely relish it and love it, and I can't wait to do another piece that size. When you're used to grooming thoroughbreds and horses, for me it felt very natural to work with the clay. I intuitively knew where the muscle groups were, so I kind of worked fast all over the piece, and it was lovely. And with the trooper, in the maquette, I suggested he might be in his 30s, but I decided that actually it could be quite poignant if I made him a younger lad of 17. And actually I decided to make him a lower ranked trooper rather than a captain, because I thought I wanted to represent every man. And in his face, I decided I wanted to show the solemnness. He has seen horrors we can only imagine. So there's got this affection, but you look into his eyes, and this boy, this lad has seen things we don't want to see. And I wanted to honour the horses and men in the most, hopefully I've done it justice, but I really have put everything into this, and we're just finishing it right now, and the landscaping's being done. We're finishing off the inscription on the plinth. My colleague Robin has been doing that. And this is the thing with a public sculpture, it's not just me, it's a team of people, a casting studio is moulding and casting this piece, fundraisers, councils, there's so many people involved in making this happen, and I just think that's really important. It's not just me, it's everyone. And I can't wait till July the 3rd really, because I think that's going to be a very poignant, emotional and incredible day So, yes, I think that's really, I could waffle on, but I think that's probably enough.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.